You didn't really think you were coming, did you? My mom smirked. Cool, I said, while reversing the charges on my card. An hour later, their flight was canceled, and so was the trip. So my mom planned this whole Cancun trip for spring break, like a proper vacation. Hotel right on the beach, all-inclusive place, the works. She called me up in February and was like, hey, we're doing a family trip in April, you in? And I was like, yeah, obviously. I hadn't been on a real vacation in like 3 years. She told me it was gonna be her, my stepdad Greg, my younger brother Austin, and me. The total came out to like $6 grand for everything. Mom said she'd cover Austin since he's still in high school, but me and Greg would split the rest. So I'm looking at roughly $2,000 for my share. I asked if I could just Venmo her my part, and she got weird about it. Said she wanted to put it all on one card for the points or whatever. Fine. She sent me her card info, and I paid my $2,000 right there. Got the confirmation email and everything. Next few weeks, I'm hyped. I requested the time off work, bought new swim trunks, even got one of those waterproof phone pouches. My coworker Kevin was super jealous because he'd been to that exact resort and said the food was insane. Then like a week before we're supposed to leave, the group chat goes quiet. Mom's not responding to my questions about what time we're meeting at the airport. Austin's not saying anything either. I figure they're just busy. Day before the flight, I text Mom asking if she wants me to drive us to the airport since I've got the bigger car. She replies, we'll figure it out tomorrow. Morning of the flight, I'm packed and ready by 6 a.m. Flight's at 11, so I figure we should leave by 8:30 to be safe. I drive over to their house at 8 with my suitcase in the trunk. I knock on the door and Mom answers in her pajamas. I'm like, aren't we leaving soon? She looks confused for a second, then does this little smile. Not a nice smile, like that smile people do when they're about to wreck your day. You didn't really think you were coming, did you? She says, and she's got this smirk on her face. I just stood there. What? Greg and Austin and I talked about it. We decided it'd be better as just the three of us. More of a bonding thing. I'm still trying to process. But I paid $2 grand. She shrugs. Well, you paid for your part. We'll still use that money for the trip. That's when it clicked. She never planned on me coming. She just needed me to fund part of their vacation. I should have yelled or argued, but honestly, I was too shocked. So I just said cool and walked back to my car. Sat there for a minute, hands on the steering wheel, trying to figure out what just happened. Then I pulled out my phone and called my bank. Told them I needed to dispute a charge on my card. The guy asked which one, and I gave him the date and amount. He put me on hold for like 2 minutes, then came back and said the reversal would process immediately since it was a recent charge. I thanked him and hung up. Checked my banking app and the $2,000 was already back in my account. Pending, but there. Drove home and unpacked my suitcase. Made myself breakfast. Watched some YouTube. Around 10:30, my phone started blowing up. First text from Mom. What did you do? Then Greg. The card got declined at the airport. Fix this now. Then Austin. Bro, what's going on? They're freaking out. Mom called me. I let it ring. She called again. Ignored it again. Then she texted, they canceled our flights. The payment didn't go through. You need to send that money back right now. I texted back, you said it was better as just the three of you, so I figured you didn't need my money either. She called like 6 more times. I turned my phone on silent and took a nap. When I woke up a few hours later, I had like 40 messages. Mom, Greg, even Austin were all losing it. Apparently the airline wouldn't rebook them without full payment up front. And since Mom had planned this whole trip on points and that one payment, they didn't have enough in their account to cover it. Greg tried using his card, but it got declined too. Guess they were closer to broke than they let on. The hotel reservation got auto-canceled because it was tied to the flight confirmation. The all-inclusive package, the rental car, everything just fell apart. Austin sent me one last text that night. Mom's crying. Was this really necessary? I didn't reply. They didn't end up going to Cancun. Last I heard, they spent spring break at home, and Mom and Greg got into a huge fight about money.